What is Christmas? What does it represent? What special meanings does it hold for each and every one of us? The boys and girls of CINEKYD, young people whose ages range from 8 through 18, have attempted to interpret their own answers to these questions. Working as independent production units, our young people have created a series of colorful and highly imaginative vignettes. A Christmas Fantasy is a film collection, a skillfully edited and painstakingly produced series of short presentations which show some of the warm thoughts conjured up by the most magical of all words, Christmas. Our junior and senior high filmmakers developed their ideas and produced their films during the Wednesday and Thursday night training seminars. Certainly we begin with the fact that Christmas is the holiest time of year, the most revered of all Christian holidays, but in addition to that important element, are there not many special feelings evoked by the memories of Christmases past? Our younger children work just as hard each Saturday morning during their instructional times to create their special holiday tribute. Here is a reverie on celluloid, a Christmas greeting come to life. For each of you, no matter how many Christmases you may have enjoyed, hopefully one or more of these vignettes will strike a fond chord. Here, then, is A Christmas Fantasy. Part 1, Symphony of the Cards. This next production was a bit difficult to mount. The song and story are very familiar, but on a low budget, how do you bring it to life? Let's see how our Junior DeMills handled the problem.
Frosty the snowman was a jolly happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose and his eyes.
Well, a magician has come to town. Not a very good one, apparently, since his tricks fail to attract an audience.
When before their eyes he came to life that day, there must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found. For when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around. Oh, Frosty the snowman was alive as he could be, and the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me. Frosty the snowman knew the sun was hot that day, so he said, let's run and we'll have fun before I melt away. So down to the village with a broomstick in his hand, running here and there all around the square, saying, catch me if you can. He led them down the streets of town right to a traffic cop, and he only paused a moment when he heard him holler, stop. For Frosty the snowman had to hurry on his way, but he waved goodbye saying, don't you cry, I'll be back again someday.
There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found, for when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around.
Oh, Frosty the snowman was alive as he could be, and the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me. Thumpity thump.
The magic of the hat.
Look,
Well, you know the rest of the story. Beyond the immortal telling of the baby in the manger, the second most repeated Christmas story has to be A Christmas Carol. See if you can recognize Scrooge, Bob Cratchit, Tiny Tim in this capsule film, which is aptly titled A Taste of Dickens. Finally, the efforts of our youngest little CINEKYDs, the boys and girls in our Tyro program. This film, as all the others, was designed completely by the children. They developed their story, arranged their sets, fixed up their costumes and makeup, and helped in the actual camera work. In the Toy Shop is the title of this mini adventure. We are in that most famous of toy factories, located somewhere in the North Pole. The elves are busily at work, as they have been for months and months and months. Things have been hectic, and the pace has been so tiring. Maybe if they just grabbed 40 winks. Just a little nap. Even at the North Pole, Christmas has a magic all its own. And left unsupervised, the toys start to come to life. Meanwhile, the tired little elves sleep through the frolic and the din. Just as the toys have almost created total pandemonium, the boss arrives on the scene. He rouses his tiny helpers and puts things back into order. Perhaps Santa says it best. With love and laughter, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from all of us at CINEKYD.